An Accession Council is typically convened at St. James Palace within 24 hours of a sovereign's death to issue a formal proclamation of the monarch's demise and the accession of the new monarch. The Accession Council should meet before the legislature meets, and the legislature should meet as soon as possible after the passing. The new monarch does not participate in the first portion of the Accession Council, which is made up of Privy Councillors. Interestingly, the Privy Council has been in existence for nearly as long as the monarchy itself. It comes from the Anglo-Saxon assembly of feudal lords who elected the monarch from among eligible royal males. But that's an interesting story for another time. The council was established in 1708, formally advising the sovereign, but its duties are mostly ceremonial, such as granting royal charters and extending British legislation to British overseas territories. When the Accession Council meets, the Lord President announces the sovereign's death and requests that the clerk of the council read aloud the Accession Proclamation. Following that, the platform party signs the proclamation. The Lord President calls for silence. After signing such proclamation, and reads the remaining items of business, which concern the distribution of the proclamation and the various orders for firing guns at Hyde Park and the Tower of London. Only Privy Councillors are invited to attend Part 2 of the Accession Council, which is the new monarch's first Privy Council meeting. A personal declaration concerning the passing of the previous sovereign is read when the new sovereign enters the room. One of the first acts of the new sovereign, after making his or her declaration, as required by the 25th article of the Act of Union 1707, is to take and subscribe to the oath relating to the security of the Church. Since George I's accession in 1714, every new sovereign has taken this oath. It is at that time that the new monarch reads the oath aloud. It's critical that symbolic institutions formally recognize the new monarch. Among other things, the monarch is head of state, the head of judiciary, the head of church, and the head of the commonwealth. This gives them enormous power, elevating the significance of the Accession Council meeting. These are interesting things with JC.